But really, I think the pigeon was there to wish you happy birthday!
Thank you.
Hey, it worked.
It did work. Good job.
Who's making a fish tank on Minecraft?
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
Got caught.
Got caught. So Jacob is in the other room and he's watching Unspeakable.
Minecraft guy.
Influencer,
I guess is what you call
I
him.
don't know what they're
I think
called.
that's what you call them.
He's more popular than we are. I got sucked into watching him make a fish tank, and Martha was
Oh, that's awesome.
making fun of me.
God.
So, Martha,
Yeah.
how you doing today?
I'm alive, thank God.
Did you sleep like the day before Christmas?
No, I fell asleep pretty easily actually. I went a bit late, but I got up early.
Because I know you love today.
And I do love today. It's a great day.
So the day started off. I'm downstairs doing my chores like I'm supposed to, so I don't want to get in trouble. You know, I'm sweeping, mopping, doing the things I'm supposed to doing the things I'm supposed to do every day, like a good husband.
Good.
You know, contributor to the family.
Yes.
And I hear Martha screaming like, "Oh my God!" I don't know if she just got a text that somebody was in a car wreck, or just it was just horrible. So I'm running up the stairs. I'm tripping up the stairs, which I'm old and fat, and it was just bad. Get the door open, and I see... What did I see, Martha?
Okay, so I was doing a workout, and John Tesh says you should open the door for fresh air during a workout.
And John Tesh knows everything.
And he knows everything. So we have a balcony on our back bedroom, and I opened the door to get some fresh air in, and I had the fan going, and I was working out, and I was almost done. I was on like the last set of things, and I laid down on the floor, and I put my feet up on my workout bench, and a pigeon flew in the back door and started circling the bedroom and the bathroom on this crazy, and I freaked out because I was like, oh my God, pigeon's coming.
Pigeon was coming together. So then I open the door, she's screaming in the corner, and this pigeon's flying.
Yeah.
So I do what any good husband does. I slam the door shut so it doesn't get to the rest of the house.
Which was probably a good idea.
But I didn't close it shut with me inside the bedroom with Martha. I was on the outside.
No.
And, and then it flew out.
It
And
did
all was
fly
good.
out. After about 4 laps, it flew out. Thank God.
But really, I think the pigeon was there to wish you happy birthday!
Thank you.
Hey, it worked.
It did work. Good job.
Happy birthday, babe.
Thanks.
Oh, well, now I have more balloons.
You do have more balloons. So a couple of the kids got up early and decorated the house for Martha. Put little streamers everywhere. And the best way to get a house disrupted, especially with kids, is throw some balloons all over the place. So that's what we got going on today. Happy birthday, babe.
Thank you.
All right, let's transition. So yesterday we talked about, was it procrastination yesterday?
Yes.
Seems like it was so long ago.
It was procrastination, and it kind of put a negative spin on it.
It did, but it was a fun little spin. If you guys remember, we got that little fun monkey
Yeah.
out there.
And
Hey,
the panic monster.
The panic monster.
That gets things done. And it kind of ended on a, procrastination's not good, but...
But we've got some clarification
Yeah.
on proper procrastination.
Because original ideas and original things come from procrastinators more so than people that get the job done right away.
What's an example of an original thinker? Let's start with that.
An original thinker?
Yeah. So an example would be, like the Facebook guy.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
his name? Old Mark
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
On his thing.
Pretty smart guy. You know, he would be considered an original thinker. So those guys.
Yeah.
Bezos. Elon Musk.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're procrastinators. Elon Musk, I think, is, because the guy mentioned him in the talk. But I don't know if the other ones are. But if you think about it, like before Facebook, there were those other... I don't want to get taken off of Facebook.
No.
But there were those other venues where people could get together and chat, and they weren't great. And now they're gone, and Facebook took over.
So what this guy that we're listening to was talking about is he identified 3 common traits of these original thinkers.
Yeah.
And the first trait was, maybe procrastination isn't so bad.
Yeah.
But there's like a little asterisk on that.
Yeah.
It needs to be clarified. You want to talk about that for a second?
So if you think about the arch of how things get done, there's the people that get the task and they complete it immediately. These are the non-procrastinators.
Is that you? Are you more that way?
Sometimes
I
I
don't
am.
know the term
And then
procrastinators.
there's yeah.
Making up words.
Anyway, and then it loops up to procrastinators, and there was a nice little arch and curve, and then it comes back down again where creativity ends. So we have that panic monster that gets things done, which the people who don't procrastinate at all are dead.
Panic monster's there immediately.
Yeah, he's there immediately.
Yeah, just lives
and
with
then
him.
the people that
Morning, Mom. Happy birthday, Martha.
thank
Brady
you.
Bibles.
And then there's the monkey, the fun monkey that is like, woo, fun party all the time.
And they don't get nothing done till
And
the
then,
very end.
or they don't get it done at all, which is the other part of it. So in the middle, there's that happy medium where creativity happens.
So I was listening to a talk on writing. I want to be a better writer. Not that I want to be a writer. I think it's important to be able to communicate well. So I took this webinar, which was awesome because webinars are cheap right now and we can learn so much.
And you got to hide for
And the guy-
5 hours.
I didn't hide. It was work. The person that put it on, he's a professional writer. And the way he does his stuff is the very first thing he does when he's writing a book is he'll do the framework of it. So the big ideas,
Like an outline.
big outline, with all the parts that a story should have. He has that there. And then that's it. That's all he does. And he knows this project's probably 2-3 years out, but he already has it started. Mm-hmm. Right? So that's what this guy is kind of saying.
Yeah.
So the people that put it in there, put it in their head, and then don't do it right away.
Yeah.
Have a better sense of creativity, because what happens, that thought starts working in the subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
It starts growing. The creative juices start flowing, and when then you get back to it later, it's greater than it would have been if you just started doing it.
And just did it and finished it and put it aside.
Yes. So like the person who just did it at the very beginning, he didn't have that time for the creativity to ruminate.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the person that did it at the last minute. There wasn't that time in between.
Well, because he really just did what the other guy did. But
So like a fine wine, right?
Yeah.
It needs time to get better. So I liked that because I probably think that way.
Yeah.
Because if I got anything going on, I'll just stuff some information in there. I'll kind of have a rough idea, but I don't do it until the last minute. But it does help to get that time to think about it.
Yeah.
So I liked that. So these originals aren't necessarily the first movers. Meaning like Facebook. Facebook, like Martha said, they weren't the first social network.
Yeah.
There was, Friendster,
I don't know.
My Place, they don't exist anymore. So he took those ideas and he thought about them. And he improved them.
Mm-hmm.
So where he had great success was being the improver.
Yeah.
So just the advice, an action item on that, like with our kids, because we push, get your stuff done, but maybe we talk to them a little bit differently. Okay, if you got a project due on Friday, let's look at it now.
Yeah.
Get it in there. Let your juices flow. We'll write it on Thursday or Friday, but have that time for it to be in your head.
Which our one kid's doing that because we do the presenting every night. And she's got the person's name and then she's got some notes there. And she's like, this is just stuff I want to talk about. This isn't the complete thing. And she's got it started. So, it's in her head now.
Yes.
So when she goes to finish it, and she can expand
and
that
that
very
one,
well.
And that one, thanks, Tony. Hey, Tony said happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
And that one is actually, the gifted program. She's very bright, so she thinks that way automatically. So that was kind of cool. All right, number 2. Do you remember number 2?
No.
One of us prepared today. Oh, for birthday, I don't have to prepare.
My brain is gone from that bird. I still see it.
So the first thing is using procrastination to let creativity work.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the difference between self-doubt and idea doubt. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the little flow of creativity that people have?
Well, you get the idea.
Yeah, so
you start working on that idea, and the idea goes out there, and maybe it's not a good idea. And you're like, oh, that was a bad idea. That was a terrible idea. I suck.
Yeah.
I'm the worst person ever.
And then it goes, well, maybe it wasn't that bad of an idea. Okay, this is a good idea. There's this whole flow of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the self-doubt part is when you take that this was a bad idea and transition into I suck.
Yeah.
That makes it self-doubt.
Because it may not have been a good idea, but it's not you.
So what these original thinkers do, they don't blame themselves. Okay, that was a bad idea.
Yeah. Try another idea.
Try another idea. So it's just like, what do they say? How many years did it take for the Mona Lisa to be painted?
Gosh, it was a long time. Wasn't it like 15, 20 years?
Yeah,
It took
a long time. So he never doubted himself.
No.
Because if he doubted himself, he would have stopped.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, this wasn't the best version. This wasn't the best idea. Let me try another idea. Let me do that. And then listening to that writer is the same thing with writing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you may rewrite, which is fine. So it takes time. Okay, you don't just take it personal. They don't take it personal.
Yeah.
It's a bad idea. Let's work on it, make it better.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that. It's like we were talking the other day just on the crazy brainstorming. There's no bad idea.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, I liked also the guy who mentioned Thomas Edison.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Thomas Edison, you have the light bulb guy, yeah. We all know him as the light bulb guy. But I guess before he did the light bulb, he made this talking doll. Creepiest thing I've ever seen. Google it.
Oh, it's horrible.
It was terribly creepy, and everybody's like, well, thankfully we remember him for the light bulb. But he tried other ideas.
Yes.
And that one failed. He might have given up, but instead we have light bulbs.
I don't think he ever took it personal.
I hope not.
He didn't. He just did his thing. So the next part, which is perfect with that, is these originals like Thomas Edison, great example. His greatest fear isn't the fear of failure. It's the fear of not trying.
Yeah.
So
he
these
tried the talking doll.
And it didn't work.
So he switched to electricity.
Light bulbs. And everybody knows the story. How many light bulbs
lots.
did he... Thousands that he did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't, well, I suck as an inventor. It was, well, okay, that's not the right way to do it. Yeah. That's not a good idea. Let's move on to the next one. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I want us to, like, encourage the kids with that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, on the trying. Don't be focused so much on the results and the failure piece of it. That doesn't even exist yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just try. You know what the worst thing that happens if you try something and you fail? You know what the worst thing is?
You fail.
You got a great story. That's the worst thing.
I guess so.
Unless you're trying, like, sky jumping and you fail.
That's the worst thing.
Okay, that would be bad. But if you're trying a business, if you're trying something like that, I don't want to sky jump either. That is
I tried working out with the door open
and the bird?
The bird.
You got bombed. So, procrastination, I love that because I'm a procrastinator. Maybe that's not a bad thing.
No.
Let's avoid the self-doubt
mm-hmm.
and just move it to idea doubt, which I love that. It separates the ownership of it.
Like Dory, just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Forget about it. She forgets.
Just keep swimming.
There's no self-doubt. She just forgets. It just moves on. Yeah. And don't be afraid to try.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it too.
Oh, in case you're wondering if I did buy Martha something for her birthday, I did. Did you find it?
No.
You didn't see it in the garage?
No. I gotta go in the garage.
Cool. It's not a Corvette. Sorry. But we did. And I'm proud of my kids for decorating, and they did some shopping for you, and I'm going to make a Parmesan. Is that what I'm making? Chicken Parmesan for my wife today. And, hon, I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Oh, thank you.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Tomorrow morning. Unless Martha can't get up from all the quarantine partying.
Oh, yeah.
Woo-hoo. Bye.